and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
How do you cage Nnamdi Kanu? In fact, I want to call that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. A freedom fight agitator who said that, look, he wants liberation for his people. Why are you incarcerating him? Why are you not going to arrest Fulani men? Look at the bomb blast in train blast in Abuja to Kaduna. Up to today, our people are still being kept by these bandits. Where are the security? Where is the president? Where is the security act to go out and rescue these people? Tell me what is happening. It is a shame. Tell me, Igboho, they went after him in the southwest and were able to stop him. At least we're not hearing about Igboho again. Why can't they stop these Fulani men who are terrorizing this country and have made it impossible? They come to Benue and kill. Just in my local government, within the space of 40 people have been killed, more than 40 people. In another local government, over 20 people were killed, and then you want me to keep quiet. They want to intimidate us. I will never be intimidated. At least, let me talk. If at the end nothing happens, and some of you are keeping quiet, keep quiet to your shame. But I want to say that the rest of Nigerians, you people are joking. I raised alarm in 2016 that these things were going to happen. What is it that I have not said? I have said it. If Nigerians want to get out of this, they should arise. Arise television, as your name implies. Arise and let us liberate ourselves. President Buhari and his cohorts are not able to do it.
Prophet of every crossover. Sometimes it's difficult for the real prophets to prophesy. But albeit, I'm just going to drop a few prophecy for today, and then I'm going to throw more light as God lead me before the whole January is over. The agitation for Biafra will wax very strong, and it will go very, very strong. And we need to pray strongly, because it will take a dimension that is going to provoke the God of the day to begin to hunt the agitators. And the government of the day need to be very careful so that they will not cause an expensive massacre that is going to dent the image of the day, of the government of the day. The agitation will go stronger, and it's going to influence a lot of chances of the people from the eastern part of this country. So nobody should look at the Biafra movement and look down on it at all. Like I keep shouting from the beginning, that dialogue is very important. There is no gun and weapon and force that can slow such ideology, except maturity is applied for dialogue. The leader of the Biafra should be very careful. There are people around him that will become traitors. I see somebody receiving huge amount of money in order to end the life of this young man by poison. I'm saying this thing, saw it clearly. See somebody in the inner cycle. Because the movement will grow big, and the only way can't talk about this. People walking and say, okay, if we can't trap this, remove the head. Like I said, it's a spirit that needs to be dialogued.
Look here, look here.
If you not take time, 2023 election, everybody go regret them. You dey pay me say just now, Lekki massacre don't turn to news we don't pass. Everybody don't forget people wey dem kill. People wey bullet shop their hands, the ones wey lost leg and the people wey suffer pain still now as I dey talk to you. 20th of October 2020 na day wey we no suppose forget. Youth dey protest SARS. Na that one make security operatives tear gas. Some laugh bitter no be joke. That particular day make many people use wish till today. That particular day make many mama and papa to sow ground with hot tears. As I talk to you, some families never feel recover from their loved ones when no return.
Wicked leaders, wicked people. And the peaceful protesting, like you guys are shooting randomly. Regardless of what the bullets hit or not.
There is no cohesion. There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of ourselves, self-implosion, self-immolation? Can't you see that we are tottering, we are wobbly, we are groggy? Can't you see that we are falling apart? Can't you see that we needed, as yesterday, to do something urgent to save Nigeria from the precipice, from breaking up into smithereens? Can't you see that the house is collapsing, that the edifice is collapsing? Can't everybody see it? Even if you are blind, can't you feel it? Even if you are blind and you can't feel it, are you numb?
I'm actually really excited about this. Someone's walking around town right now, and they have no idea that their life is about to be changed forever. Ma'am, excuse me, can I have 2 minutes of your time?
Oh, I'm late for work.
Okay, if you give me 2 minutes, you'll never have to work again.
Yeah, right, no. Sorry.
Okay, have a great day. This is gonna be tougher than I thought. I'm an engineer, not a salesman, so maybe I need to change up the...
man.
Hey, thanks, you want one?
I wish.
Come here for a sec.
I don't really want to be on camera. Are you on TV or something?
No. I own a small financial company, and this is just going to be on our website. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess so. Is that yours?
It's all mine. Hey, what if I told you you could own one of these by the end of the month?
I'd call the Mat House to see if they lost a patient.
Okay.
I can barely afford rent.
Let me buy you a beer, and we'll discuss it. What's your name?
Jerry Price.
Brandon. Nice to meet you. Come on, come with me.
Okay.
All right, Jerry, so here we are. What I want to show you today is the Gemini app. This is the exact app that I used to amass over $25 million in the last 2 years. And we're here to set up an account for you.
I'm a little bit skeptical, Brandon. I mean, this kind of feels like a sales pitch.
No, not a sales pitch. I'm not here to sell you anything. Okay, let's do this. Here are the keys to my Lamborghini. Let's leave them right there. If you don't leave this pub within 30 minutes with at least $1,000 more money in your bank account, you can have my car.
You're putting your money where your mouth is. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, sounds good. I want to make this as transparent as possible. How much money do you currently have in your bank account?
I mean, I'm a little embarrassed to say, actually. I'd rather not.
No need to be embarrassed, okay? We've all been there. In fact, most of the people watching this have all been in the exact same situation as you.
Okay, well, let me check. I have exactly $63.37, but my salary will come in early next week.
All right. Do you mind if we show the camera?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Can I have it for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the Gemini website. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So right now you're in the members area. Okay. So go down here and fill in the details and register for your free account.
Okay.
All right. So right now Jerry is filling in a couple of details to set up his account. Doesn't take more than a minute or so. After he's done filling in his private details, we'll connect.
All right, and done.
Excellent. Now, in the background, Gemini 2 is setting up your account, and it's linking the software to our trading platform, as well as one of our vetted brokers. Seems like it's almost done. Should only take a couple of seconds.
Done.
Yep. All right. It's all done. So what you have to do is verify your deposit. So you opted to deposit $250, which is the minimum for the Gemini to trade with. As you can see, your balance inside the Gemini app is $250. Now, let's take care of a couple of settings. Auto trading algorithm, on.
Okay.
Currencies enabled.
All right.
Stocks, disabled.
Okay.
All right. Now, compound wins enabled. Compound wins means that whenever you win, your trade size gets larger, which literally means your balance will grow even faster. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
All right. You're all set, Jerry. Now, are you ready to start your new life?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so all you need to do is hit the start auto trading button.
Okay.
If you press trade results, now you can see the trades being executed live. So let's check back in a minute or two to see what happened.
Okay. You know your car's on the line, right, Brandon?
I have 100% trust in my software.
All right.
Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. Let's look back in on the app.
Okay.
If everything went all right, it should have taken a couple of trades already.
Unbelievable.
Look at that. So your current profit is $245 on top of the $250 starting deposit. So $245 in profit in a little over 2 minutes. Let's finish this pint. We'll check back in 15 minutes. Put your phone down.
All right.
Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes since we started the app, and I had to force Jerry not to check his balance every 30 seconds. Let's see what we got you, man.
Hey. Oh my God. Is this real? $1,075 in 15 minutes? I don't know what to say, Brandon. I mean, this doesn't feel like real money.
Oh, it's definitely real, okay? In fact, let's withdraw some of the money right now so you can see it with your own 2 eyes. Due to the amount of money that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, we have an enterprise-level banking contract. That means we can transfer money to any bank in any country in a matter of minutes rather than days. And there is no need setting anything up in the app itself. All of your details are securely stored on the broker platform, just like all the other millionaires who trade on the same platform. It's a bit like when you withdraw money from your PayPal account and the money is in your account within a few seconds. So, if you could go to home.
Okay.
All right. Let's click Stop Auto Trading and then press Quick Withdrawal in the app right there.
All right.
All right. Now let's specify how much money you want to withdraw. Now we said $1,000, right?
Yeah, let's do 1,000.
Okay. So fill in $1,000. Hit Withdraw.
Okay.
As you can see, you're connecting to your broker first, then sending out the priority transfer to your bank account. Bank transfer successful.
Now, does this mean that the app stops trading? I mean, I'd like to keep it going now.
Oh, no, don't worry. You can restart trading anytime you want with the money left in your account. But first, let's go for a walk. Your money should be there in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right?
You want these?
I do. Okay, so here we are. It's been about 15 minutes since we transferred the money. Would you mind looking at your bank account?
No, not at all.
And?
What the? It's there, Brandon. This is incredible. My account is $1,063.37. I mean, that's $1,000 more than what I had in my account this morning.
Now, would you like to go withdraw this money so that you can see it's actual spendable cash?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Gosh, this is incredible. I mean, I haven't had this much cash in my hand since I sold my car for cold hard cash. I gotta give you some of this.
No. I've got plenty of it, and I'm making more every day. Wow. This is all yours.
And this is gonna go on forever?
Yes, it will. And if you don't mind, I'd like to keep in touch because I'm sure the folks that are watching this would like to see your progress over the next couple of weeks.
I'd love that, man. I mean, I can't thank you enough for hooking me up with this software. I mean, it's like I'm dreaming.
Welcome to your new life, buddy.
Right.
What was that? You bet. I'll see you in a month. All right. I'll be checking in with Jerry in about 30 days. That was about a month ago. Such a fun day. We have more of Jerry's progress later in this video, so keep watching. Now, you've seen how easy it is to set up the Gemini 2 software and start making profits. You're probably wondering how it all works, and most importantly, how can you get involved? And that's a great question. I will tell you exactly how you can get involved in just a second, but for now, let's talk about you. If you're watching this video, you probably aren't doing great financially. And there are a couple of reasons for that. Let me tell you this. It is not your fault. Here's why. You probably have been scammed, lied to, and been misled more times than you care to admit. And that's probably also why you lack confidence, you are too scared to take action on good opportunities, and the support from your friends and family has slowly went to zero. I've seen life on the other side. The side of successful people who wouldn't even think twice about spending $20,000 on a meal. And I can tell you for sure, the system is rigged against you. I'm here to give you the tools to a new life. The tools that will give you something far greater than any $30,000 watch or Lamborghini. Freedom. The type of freedom where you are in charge, where you decide who you listen to, where you take your family on holiday, what kind of car you drive, and where you want to live. I'm going to help you achieve that, just like I helped the people from our first beta group achieve the very same thing. But don't take my word for it. They will gladly tell you themselves. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably bursting with excitement right now, ready to get started. And by all means, if you want to make sure you reserve your spot, go ahead and create your account right now. Fill in your email address and profits will be adding up in your account in just 10 minutes from now. You might be wondering, Brandon, how on earth did you come to build a trading app this powerful? That's a great question. 2 years ago, I was working for my former employer in Silicon Valley. I worked on a project called the Alpha Code. What we were trying to achieve was a way to predict how much the search volume for a specific keyword on the search engine would be well into the future. In plain and simple terms, if 100 people search for the word Coca-Cola today on Google, we would be able to predict how many people would search for the same word at this time next week and next year. I dedicated 3 years of my life to finding this predictive algorithm until one day I found it. It was one of the happiest days of my life. I had accomplished what I had dedicated 3 years of hard work to achieve. My employer gave me a big thank you and shelved it away for future release and said, now go work on something else. I mean, they gave me a nice bonus and everything, but they did not understand the power of the algorithm I'd created. I just couldn't let it go. I knew that there were a ton of practical applications for this program. So in the evenings and weekends, I started perfecting and optimizing the algorithm, thinking of other uses for it too. Then an idea struck me. What if I could use this on the financial markets? The first day I tried it, it gave me a 90% return on my investment. I'll never forget that day. I hesitantly put $1,000 in my broker account to test how it would do. At the end of the day, I was nearly doubled in my money. That was insane, but I know I could do better. I recruited a few of my former colleagues and started building the Gemini 1 app. We launched it to a select group of friends and family early 2015. Every single one saw their account grow from just a few $100s to thousands within a matter of days, tens of thousands within a matter of weeks, and hundreds of thousands within a matter of months. It was unreal. But again, I knew we could do better. More engineers joined our team of experts, and now we've finally arrived at version 2 of the Gemini software. It's the most powerful predictive algorithm the world has ever seen. In fact, I've gotten multiple offers in the tens of millions of dollars to keep this program from reaching you today. But that's not going to happen. Think about it for a second. How would your life be different if you had access to this piece of software? Imagine you being free to do whatever you want. How people will look up to you, how you would feel giving your boss the so-called finger. That, to me, is worth way more than any money any corrupt bank could ever give me. I mean, look at Jerry, a guy I just randomly ran into on the street. We're gonna go meet with him today. He started using the software last month. I will take you with me on that meeting so you can see for yourself just how brilliant this piece of technology changed Jerry's life. Jerry got himself an exotic, just like he said he would. Congratulations on the car. Nice.
Thanks. I bought it with cash last week.
Yeah.
Come on in, buddy. All right, thanks. What do you think of the house? It's good to see you again, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you too. So tell me, how much money are you making again?
Honestly, the day we met, I couldn't believe what was happening to me. So I ended up going to the store and buying a MacBook Pro. I thought somebody was going to tell me this is a joke and take all the money away.
Right.
On my way home, I just kept refreshing my screen, seeing the profits flood in again and again. I mean, I spent the whole night looking at my phone, looking at the website, making trades, and winning them. The next morning, I went to the bank as quickly as I could and drew out $5,000. The feeling of holding that much cash in my hand was something I've never experienced in life.
It's nice, right?
And here I am today. I mean, it's been what, 30 days? I'm making $100,000 a week, and that's going to grow every single week because of compound win settings. I just feel blessed, Brandon. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, you took the opportunity when it presented itself, so you deserve this.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Grab you a drink?
Oh, yes, on the rocks. Glenlivet.
There we go. Check out my pool.
Hey, who's that lady? Such a great guy. Every single person that was accepted into our beta group in 2015 is now a millionaire, including Jerry. Let's hear from a couple of them now.
Holy crap, guys. After just 1 week of using the Gemini app, I'd made $38,762.42. Another week on, and my account balance was now at $144,823.32. And now, Check this out. After just 1 month, my account balance is sitting at $210,733.12. And that's after I withdrew $65K to buy this, the sailboat of my dreams. I've been making money ever since. You guys simply rock. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys, full disclaimer, I'm Brandon's cousin. He gave me access to the beta version that he launched back in 2015, and I have been forever grateful to him for that moment. Within the first trade, I was making money. Within the first week, I knew it was the real deal. So real, in fact, that I quit my job, and I've never looked back. With money like that coming into my account each week, I can live life as it's supposed to be lived. So I've gone from literally hating every aspect of my life to loving all of it. So, if you are presented with the opportunity to get yourself a copy, take my advice, just go for it. And I guarantee you're gonna love every second of it.
Check out my new ride. All thanks to you and the team at Gemini. I know I've told you this 100 times before, but I really can't thank you guys enough. My life has changed beyond all recognition. I really am living the dream now, all while still making huge amounts of money from wherever I am in the world.
And now, you are about to join the folks you just saw. Do you feel that if you have access to this powerful money-making tool, it will help you achieve that financial freedom you desire? Okay, listen. I'm not going to get all hyped up and get you all hyped up about what this is and how this can help you. If you don't want it, big deal. There are hundreds of people who want nothing more than you closing this page. However, if you are sensible and you're at your computer watching this video, you know that what I just showed you is the most foolproof and easy way to financial freedom. You need to take action right now, because if you don't, someone else will snag your copy and you will miss out for good. With that said, here's what you need to do right away. Fill in your name and email in the box below this video. Once you've done that, click the yellow button and you will be directed to the private members area where we will set up your account for you. I will meet with you on that page with a fresh video and explain exactly how to set up your account, get access to the software, and start making profits. Go! Fill in your email address and hit the Get Access Now button. Your life is not going to change if you keep doing the same stuff you've been doing forever. That is just not how the world works. So either take action now or accept a life of scarcity and being told what to do by other people. Don't delay this. Fill in your details right now, and I'll see you on the other side.
Let me please introduce our distinguished speaker for today. Please join me in welcoming Elon Musk.
Hey, I don't think I need to introduce myself, but if you don't know me, I'm Elon Musk. I started X.com, which grew into PayPal, something you might have heard of. I started SpaceX, and we've had some of the most successful space launches in the history of mankind, and also managed to recover and reuse them. I also own the Boring Company, OpenAI, Neuralink, and SolarCity, and of course, Tesla. None of that excites me as much as what I'm about to present to you. OpenAI is what led me to this. We've been working hard for over the last few years, and we've done for the first time what no one else has yet. We've developed a piece of quantum computing software. It's the first in the world, and I've personally spent $3 billion developing it over 3 years. So, what does it do? Well, first let me ask you, what makes the world go round? Exactly, money. It shapes our lives, moves mountains, changes the world. So what better place to start implementing quantum computing than money? This piece of software trades stocks and does it so well, it wins trades at a success rate of 91%. You didn't mishear me, 91%. Quantum computing isn't like your normal home PC. Your normal home PC reads lines of code and executes actions one at a time, but it's limited. Quantum computing doesn't have those limits. It's intelligent. It manages workloads so well, so smartly, it analyzes data 100 times faster, smarter, and more effectively than any normal computer available today. So why have I built this? Well, like the Boring Company, it's fun. And it's a challenge. Beyond that, it's a way to help this world. One of my main goals is to get us as a species to Mars and build a home there. But I also want to see us improve this one. I believe that this software will help cure some of our most painful and harsh realities. Poverty. Take this quantum computing beyond mere stock trading. It can help people, really help people. First, I just need to prove it works. Numbers are an easy way to prove something, hence why I'm starting with the stock market. If I can prove this works, I can take it anywhere. So, you want to get started, what can you expect? Well, anyone jumping in this early and helping make quantum computing a reality can expect profits of anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 in their first day. It could be more.
Hello, I'm here to tell you more about Elon's new project, Quantum AI. We're not playing around with this, as I'm sure you're aware. When Elon puts his mind to an idea, it gets done. We already have a team ready to support the first people to sign up for this project. We handpicked an expert team of engineers and technicians from places like Apple, Facebook, and Google who could help us build this quantum computing system. We purchased companies just so we can access their technology, AI interfaces, deep learning programs, and more. We've put all this together over the last few years, and now we're finally ready to reveal it. If you're sitting there now, it means you're one of the select few who found this video, and we're talking directly to you. Not many people will get to see this, at least not before it's too late anyway. If you've ever wanted to better your life, make some real money, and do it in a way that will directly help other people without having to spend any of your own money, this is it. It sounds too good to be true, but it isn't. Elon has a vision to help people, and this is one incredible way he's doing that.
I've been friends with Daniel for a long time, so I know when I see him excited about something, it's something worth paying attention to and taking seriously. If it was anyone else, probably just would have left him out the office. However, I'm glad, very glad, I definitely took Daniel seriously on this, because this is the game changer. I've done well for myself up to this point in my life. However, I've never seen anything quite like this, and I suspect the people who get in on the ground floor at the very beginning will be very, very glad that they did.
I did not believe Daniel when he first told me, but he suggested I try it out for myself. So I did, and it works. It really works. I made a few thousands in my first day, and over 5 figures in my first week. It's quite silly how well it works. When people will find out about this, the stock market will turn on its head. Everything will change.
I've worked on Daniel's project for a while now, particularly OpenAI. Daniel reached out to me to help test something new that he was working on. Now, when I fully understood what he was trying to do, I think I may have jumped out of my seat. Quantum computing is a pipe dream right now, but Daniel is making it a reality. Didn't hurt also that what I usually make in 1 year, I made in less than 2 weeks.
If you're sitting there listening to this, I'd say dive in. Elon is doing great things in so many areas, and this is just one more. Better, it's one that everyone can profit from. Try it. You'd be crazy to miss this. Still not sure? Try it out today. We'll set you up with a trial account completely free so you can see what it can do for you right away. Our goal is to help people across the world, but to do that, we need to prove that it works first. Help us achieve that goal by helping yourself. Sign up at the link below.
you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from here, depending on where you are watching from. Welcome to this broadcast today, 19th/20th of September 2022. This is live and direct on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM. Live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1, Channel 2, live and direct on Enter Biafra live streaming app, live and direct on Enter Biafra YouTube channel, and of course on all IPOB autopilot media platform around the globe. We are coming very late because a lot of people don't. I promised you people that we are going to be having our daily broadcast 7 p.m. Biafra time. Today is very exceptional because I'll be very busy and fixing some things, and this is now when I have the time. I'm going to make this broadcast to be very fast and as short, as quick as possible because I promised Biafrans that I will be coming online 7 p.m. every day. And in a very exceptional ground like this, I will come this late because I have to catch some sleep, and so I can be refined for the next task that I have. This evening, we are going to be responding to SOLUDO, and I believe some of you may have read the update from Barrister Ejiofor, where our leader is seriously, having very serious health issues. And we will not stop. We will continue to shout, and we will continue to put pressure, and the agitation will continue. Today, the Biafra people have actually responded very well in the civil disobedience as we continue to call for the unconditional release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra people today have spoken again. And this evening, we are going to do something very exceptional. During this program, we are going to call on everybody watching the program to go to Twitter and let us see if we are going to increase the number of the retweeted video from Imo State. There is a reason why we have to embark on this. We're going to do it almost every day until we reach to a very alarming number of retweets, so that we will save it for a day that is coming. I want you people to understand that SOLUDO job is to continue to carry out the campaign of calumny against Biafra people and against Ndi Igbo. SOLUDO have come to start profiling Igbo people. The profiling of Igbos as criminals must be condemned by everybody. It is not a matter of whether you are fighting for Biafra or not. But SOLUDO is going too far with the campaign of calumny against Biafra. SOLUDO to have come to start calling Ndi Igbo criminals is completely unacceptable. But this evening, we want to remind SOLUDO that he is bragging of having done something about insecurity in Anambra State. SOLUDO forgot that it was the autopilot IPOB that ended Mkpurumiri in Anambra. SOLUDO forgot that there is no program whatsoever that he has carried out to end Mkpurumiri, which Fulani planned to destroy Igbo youth and Biafra youth. SOLUDO should come and tell us, how did he end the Mkpurumiri outbreak? It was the autopilot. It was the autopilot that piloted the programs that ended the Mkpurumiri in Anambra State. I want to remind SOLUDO tonight, this is on record. It is on record that we gave orders to Biafrans how to treat the people that were bringing the Mkpurumiri into our land. SOLUDO did not set up any task force to fight Mkpurumiri. Have you all forgotten? It was because of the Mkpurumiri that made the insecurity in Anambra to be on a rising scale. It was the same autopilot that called the Igwe of Obosi. We called him by the name. We called the Igwe of Obosi out on the issue of some insecurities in that environment. It was after we called out the Igwe of Obosi that SOLUDO contacted him. And the Igwe of Obosi called all the men constituting nuisance and committing one crime or the other. He called all of them and gave them warning that going forward, whatever you do, his hand is not there again. The Igwe of Obosi called all the youth and warned them in his palace that if anybody commit crime again going forward, he is not part of it. What I'm saying now is the people in those areas know what I'm talking about. SOLUDO knows that it was because of our exposition, it was because we called out the Igwe of Obosi that made him to contact Igwe of Obosi, and they begin to swing into action. It was the autopilot. But I am talking about petty crimes. It was the autopilot IPOB that made it possible. I want to give background of what we are doing and how we mean well for the people of Biafra. That SOLUDO will come and be branding Biafras as criminals. I want to tell SOLUDO this evening, those he claimed to be criminals in the forest, those he said that anybody that carries gun in the forest are criminal. SOLUDO, I want to ask you, did you ever put any security in place to fight and eradicate those that have been butchering our women and children in their farmland? Have you ever asked questions, condemn the attack all over Nigeria and those in Biafra land? Have you ever condemned the attack in Ebonyi State? Have you ever condemned the attack in Enugu State? Have you ever condemned the attack in your own Anambra State, where Fulani visited hostel, female hostel, butchered them? Have you ever condemned those attacks? Have you condemned the attack of Fulani destroying farmland, and when people challenge them, they bring out their machete and kill them in Anambra State? Have you condemned that? Do you know how those crimes ended? Do you know how the Fulani invasion ended in Anambra State? You don't know. It was the Eastern Security Network that did it. I want to make this broadcast for the record purpose. And I want to inform SOLUDO, if he come out to start bragging of how he ended criminality in Anambra State, let him tell us how he ended it. SOLUDO is the governor of Anambra State. He didn't know where the crimes are, where all this petty crime, where it is coming from. We are on ground more than him. We have intels more than SOLUDO. So forget all these things he is parading himself as a governor of Anambra State. If we want Anambra State to fall today, we are going to do it. But it is not our nature to do that. If we want entire Southeast to fall today, we are going to do it. But that is not our agenda. Our agenda is to eradicate criminality in our land.
The reason why we formed the Eastern Security Network is to fight crimes. And we have succeeded in making sure that Fulani is no longer taking our women and our children. And we are not going to stop. So if SOLUDO have contrary view or contrary opinion from what I have said so far, he should come out and give us the record. I said we ended Mkpurumiri. SOLUDO have no single program how Mkpurumiri disappeared in Anambra State. It was the autopilot, continual announcement and ordering our youth to do something. They did it. SOLUDO have no program to end Mkpurumiri. Today, you no longer hear of Mkpurumiri, even though they may not have completely been eradicated in our land, but you no longer hear of them. It was autopilot that did it because we feel so threatened by the way the NDLEA allow a free passage of drugs into our land. So if we mean bad for our people, why should we be fighting against drugs? I am telling you now, record for what the autopilot IPOB have done in Anambra, to be precise. And everything I'm saying here is on record. All this petty crime stopped. Immediately, we called the Igwe of Obosi out. The crime rate have reduced. Everybody listened and watched that program. And personally, I knew what transpired immediately after that broadcast. And SOLUDO don't know what he did. SOLUDO don't know how he contacted the Igwe of Obosi. It was because of the exposition we made. And the Igwe of Obosi know how he swing into action, calling every male that has anything to deal with, warning them that the governor have contacted him. And if anybody commit crime going forward, you are on your own. That was how the crime began to reduce. Some of you don't know all these things, but sometimes you know, it is very important that we begin to tell these stories. So for SOLUDO to come out and start, because he is working with the criminals who sold Mazi Nnamdi, and they told them that, they assured them that don't worry, Biafra is gone. And today we are here. The more you fight us, the more powerful we become. SOLUDO, you can't fight us and win. You are fighting a whole nation. You can't. The more you fight us, the more powerful we become. And if we get angry, we will make your government ungovernable until Biafra come. Every time SOLUDO open his mouth, he will start calling Biafrans criminals. This is what he has been doing from the beginning. He open mouth, he don't know how to address the public. We can challenge SOLUDO that Anambra State is part of Biafra. And if you continue to call us criminals, we are going to make your government ungovernable because it is part of Biafra we are agitating. Now, having laid background of how we have helped SOLUDO without him knowing it to fight criminality in Anambra State, SOLUDO still have the impetus to be calling us criminals. There are many instances that I don't need to mention here. But I want the world and Biafra people to know that the security, the peace that SOLUDO is bragging about enjoying in Anambra State today, autopilot did it. Because with the presence of Mkpurumiri, people go into many crimes. And we ended Mkpurumiri, which helped to curb many crimes and criminality in Anambra State. When this whole thing started, we also called SOLUDO to look into his political opponent. We made program about it. So I believe maybe he has done something about it. Maybe he have reached out to them. Biafrans are warning SOLUDO. This is going to be the last warning. Believe me. This is going to be the last warning. If SOLUDO continue to tag Ndigbo as criminals and tag Biafrans as criminals, profiling us, and you shake Yaya, and he knows that we can shake him. Forget all these things he's doing, all this nonsense statement. We will shake SOLUDO. We are in armed struggle to get our freedom. I want this video to go to SOLUDO. Let him send this video to everybody in the world. Let him send it to America. Let him send it to Europe. If he continue to profile us as criminals, we will have no option than to start the liberation of Biafra from him. I am now appealing to everybody in every leadership in Biafra land to warn SOLUDO to stop profiling Ndigbo as criminals. We have done well and mean well for Anambra. We have participated in making SOLUDO to succeed in security-wise, even while we distance ourselves from him. And I have given instances of what we did. I have given instances of how we succeeded in making Anambra what it is now. SOLUDO knows that ESN are in the forest and they have guns. So if ESN is in the forest and have gun, did you see anybody they kidnap? If anybody kidnap anybody, that person is not ESN. Deal with them. You don't come and generalize ESN as people that are kidnapping. Anambra State knows what is Anambra State this kidnapping started in Anambra State. It was Andiuba that introduced kidnapping in Anambra State. It was your political opponent that introduced kidnapping business in Anambra State. Andiuba kidnapped Grace Ngige, a sitting governor. You yourself, SOLUDO, reminded Andiuba during the campaign that he was the one who brought criminality into Anambra State. During Peter Obi, as a governor of Anambra State, so many buildings were demolished for kidnapping. In Ozobolo, that was a very popular kidnapper then. His houses and everything, mansion, was demolished by Peter Obi. A lot of them. This is history. Kidnapping has been in Anambra State for a very long time. It didn't start today. So why do you now call Biafrans and Ndigbo criminals? Why do you now call ESN criminals? ESN don't engage in criminality. And is it Orifite? Thank you. Orifite, thank you very much. In Orifite. Yes, a very popular kidnapper was. His house was demolished, either by Peter Obi or somebody. He used his house to do where he put the victims and all that. Evans, the kidnapper, started in Anambra State. So what is this man talking about? Calling ESN. SOLUDO is asking how ESN, how do they feed? ESN feed from the contribution of millions of Biafrans across the globe. We contribute money to feed ESN. And I'm telling you today that the feeding of the Eastern Security Network alone, As it stands now, even when they are not feeding the way they should feed, is about $50,000 a month. When they get steady food, it costs autopilot $50,000 every month. So if SOLUDO is wondering, where do they get money to eat? Or how did they? So it is because of how did they eat that you now begin to profile them as criminals. We raise money to feed them. The reason you see us every month raising money is to feed the ESN. And this idiot, they are now enjoying security. They are now enjoying Anambra, enjoying Abia, enjoying everywhere. You don't know that a governor like you, who was sworn in like you, is spending entire money they have to set up their own security outfit to fight the same people that ESN are fighting. But when you send your own security, you send it to ESN. Thank you very much, C. Ugomba. Simon, you even told SOLUDO how to reabsorb the Agboros. He stopped from collecting tax revenue in Anambra. Thank you very much. It was the idea of autopilot. We advised SOLUDO what to do so that insecurity will not increase. After he sacked all Agboros, what did he expect? They will go into criminality. It was the autopilot that advised this idiotic criminal SOLUDO, who is a criminal by nature. Everybody knows SOLUDO is a criminal. SOLUDO made money from Central Bank after liquidating all the money that was printed, the 2020 naira or 200 naira that was printed in those days. SOLUDO made money from there. We know the story. So SOLUDO is first-hand criminal. Is it because he did not carry gun while he was in the CBN? SOLUDO is the reason why Nigeria is wretched as it is now with their oil reserve. SOLUDO is the biggest criminal. Is one of the biggest criminals in Nigeria. SOLUDO should tell us how much was his salary and his earning as a central bank governor. How did he make his fortune? He made his fortune through criminality in Nigeria. While the poor people will carry gun to kidnap and make money, SOLUDO use pen to steal Nigeria dry. While he was he can't. It is not even an allegation. This is a fact. So can SOLUDO come to say that what I am saying now is a lie? He cannot say that. He cannot deny it. Let him come to say that the information I am passing to the public this night is a lie. That he did not steal the Nigerian money currency through the central bank while he was the central bank governor. I know the story very well. I have the file. SOLUDO shouldn't be the one to call anybody criminal because he don't have the moral justification to do that. He is the worst criminal of one of the criminals in Igbo land. He is not different from people who carry gun to kidnap for ransom. He is not different. Because there is no amount of kidnapping they will do that will even go close to what SOLUDO steal from Nigeria government. So who is he to come and start ranting just because you are a governor? If you continue to attack Biafrans and call us criminals, we are going to start the agitation from Anambra, from your state. Not even agitation, we already passed it. We are starting the liberation from Anambra. Let him come again to call us criminal. I am challenging SOLUDO from today to call us criminal again in any national broadcast. We will start the liberation of Biafra from Anambra. I said it, and I want this video to go to him. Any day SOLUDO come again and profile Ndigbo as criminals, we will start the liberation of Biafra from Anambra. Go and mark today's date. I want you people to see how SOLUDO addressed Ndigbo.
Security. I mean, some of these things are still going to be, they won't be effectively utilized. Now, just a few days ago, a senator in Anambra State was attacked, Senator Efeanyi Ubah. Who are these unknown gunmen? Have you identified them?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for that. Let me make the point again. I repeated it. I said it before. Given where things were when we came, we're not saying that Anambra is 100% secured. Of course, there is no crime-free society anywhere in the world. Occasionally, you hear shootings in schools and so on in America or in malls and so on and so forth. And but everybody in Anambra, the 8.5 million residents of Anambra, can testify to you that insecurity in Anambra has come down to the barest minimum.
Who did it? Who did it? Who made the insecurity in Anambra to come down to the barest minimum? The autopilot, it is us that contributed to it. We are not saying that we did all of them, but we contributed to it. We ended Mkurumiri. We advised you to go to Obi of Obosi. You went and did something. We also advised you to look into the algorithms that you disengage from their job. Otherwise, you are going to create more insecurity in Anambra State. So how do you now turn around and call us and call Ndigbo criminals? How? How are you coming now to take glory? To take glory of insecurity is barest minimum. We are not criminals, and we will never engage in criminality. But if you kill us, we kill you. If you come to kill us, we kill you. And the reason why we carry gun is to defend our land, which you people have refused to do. Can SOLUDO now come to tell us whether they have ever arrested any Fulani? Fulani are on the road kidnapping people every day in military checkpoint. Or is SOLUDO not aware of that? Is SOLUDO not aware that they are kidnapping people on the road, even in Uguanicha Road? From Anambra to other side of Southeast. Is SOLUDO not aware of that? Have SOLUDO now arrested anybody? Those destroying farmland, and when you complain they use machete and butcher you, have SOLUDO arrested any of them? So why would they come to profile Ndigbo as criminals?
At least in the last 3 months or so, such kind of things that used to be even albeit daily occurrence just come almost to a screeching halt. You would occasionally, like I said, 15 camps here decimated. Even yesterday, some other places they were gathering, decimated, who degraded the infrastructure, and I don't think they have the capacity again to come with the kind of ferocity they had in the past. Occasionally, you might have clashes. And I had paid tribute to the gallant security forces and our own Anambra vigilante and the people of Anambra for their massive.
Now, SOLUDO mentioned Anambra vigilante group. And in all these things, SOLUDO was vomiting from his mouth. SOLUDO did not make comment that the Anambra vigilante group were also arrested for kidnapping. SOLUDO didn't say that. SOLUDO didn't mention that. SOLUDO did not tell people that Anambra vigilante group commander was arrested for kidnapping. They have nothing to do with the Eastern Security Network. I want to show Biafrans that SOLUDO even shielded the names and the identity of the Anambra vigilante commander who was arrested for kidnapping of them. This is the news here. So ask SOLUDO, who are these? Who are those? Anambra vigilante leader, even the leader of Anambra vigilante, 3 others arrested for kidnapping people for ransom. This is the security personnel of SOLUDO. And SOLUDO will turn around and begin to call IPOB and call Biafrans. So the people should ask SOLUDO to tell us, call the names of the criminals and stop branding them, profiling Igbo as criminals. Look at them. Is this not the security personnel of SOLUDO, Anambra vigilante leader, 3 others arrested for kidnapping, for ransom? Let us read the news. A leader in the Anambra State Vigilante Group and the 3 others have reportedly been arrested for their illegal involvement in kidnapping in the state. So if SOLUDO is coming today to claim that they have succeeded in destroying camps and for that reason security is coming back to Anambra, it is coming within his own security outfit. The kidnapping is happening from his own security outfit, Anambra Vigilante Group. So we challenge SOLUDO to show us the commander that is now either in police net or they have released them as as usual, because they didn't even mention their names. They covered their names. But if they are Eastern Security Network, they have arrested them, you see their name flying everywhere. You see their picture, you see their identity flying everywhere. SOLUDO sheltered them. It is the same thing they are doing to Fulanis. Once you are a criminal under the government, you are protected. That is exactly what they are doing. It does not matter, the kind of crime you commit. Once you commit crime and you are serving the government interest just to kill Biafrans, your sin is forgiven. It started from the leadership of the APC. They have now upgraded impunity, and that is why we are going to be ruthless with them. The APC government say, come to us. Once you decamp from your party to us, all your crime, all your corruption cases, everything will be forgiven. SOLUDO have now adopted the same system. It is not only SOLUDO, that is the modus operandi in Nigeria government. Once you are not fighting, once you are not against one Nigeria, every crime you commit is forgiven. The next thing is that you are going to be supporting the leadership, the ruling party. Every crime you commit will be forgiven. But if you are against the ruling party, if you are against Nigeria, that is where you have a problem. Even if you are not a criminal, they will give you a name. Today, if they arrest ESN, they will show their picture, they will show even those who are not ESN, they will arrange some people to come and start talking rubbish. When you listen to somebody talking as ESN, you'll be laughing. Look at the pompousness, everything, the cheek is swelling up. And then the person will come to say, I am ESN, we kill people, we kill this, we kill that. It's rubbish. That is too cheap. I listened to some of them, they send me a video of one idiot saying he's ESN, I just laugh. I don't need to make comment on it. Let them continue to do whatever they want to do. And one of the idiot was responding in a WhatsApp group in what is happening in Olo. Oh, do you see the ESN guy that was confessing? And it is the propaganda they do. And of course, idiots can believe that. But let them use it in any way. Let them take it and use it anywhere against us. And then we are going to respond. Not all this social media court and all that. I don't waste my time on those nonsense. Have you seen me address the video? I can't address such video. It is bringing, it is too stupid for me to come and start addressing that video. The reason they made that video, they have actually, they will not even achieve it, but they have done something by posting it to social media, and the social media have seen it, and that's the end. Because what we didn't talk about does not exist. So, where is the vigilante commander of SOLUDO who has been arrested with 3 others for kidnapping? And in all these things, you see that SOLUDO is narrating. There is no evidence whatsoever of any ESN involvement in kidnapping. Because you can't do that. And everybody know it. So I want you to listen to SOLUDO.
Cooperation. So Anambra has been quiet, relatively peaceful, and we're pursuing this agenda. Compared to many other places in Nigeria, I would dare to say that if we were to have the statistics over the last 3 months, I think Anambra will compare favorably as one of the safest comparatively.
Now, compared to other places in Nigeria, who are those then who are now making those places in Nigeria hot? Who are those creating those insecurity in those places this man is mentioning? Who are those? The Fulanis. The Fulanis. Can somebody ask this SOLUDO, the Fulani slave, who are those creating the insecurity in those other places of Nigeria he was talking about? Are there Igbos? Are there IPOBs? Listening to this.
You have also heard that Abuja, where the seat of government in Nigeria is under siege. Benue State is under siege. We cannot continue to just play around and allow them to continue. We are equal to the tax. And today we are sending a message that Benue State is ready to confront the Fulanis from Niger, from Mali, from Senegal, from Mauritania, from Libya, from Cameroon, who wants to take over Nigeria as their land. We are going to stop it.
Did you hear Autumn? Did you hear Autumn? Did SOLUDO also understand that the countries where this, the countries this man mentioned, that actually Nigeria, and that the one created insecurity, SOLUDO, was mentioned comparing Anambra to other part of Nigeria, comparing Anambra to other part of Nigeria. Anambra is doing well. The SOLUDO know the reason why we created, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created Eastern Security Network. Did the SOLUDO know the reason why we say we are going to fund Eastern Security Network to make sure we don't end up like Benue State, like this man is shouting now? Have you seen any Southerner, any Southeast governor who come to say, we created Amotekun to fight Fulani? No, they never mentioned it. Umahi went to a community in Ebonyi State where Fulani butchered over 100 people. And they reported 30-something. Umahi went there, I was crying. Umahi admitted that this Fulani we protected, tried to do something. Fulani come to kill our people. Umahi cried. Yet, Omaha did not set up the security outfit to fight Fulani. And this man, this corrupt idiot, is coming to call on the Igbo criminals.
But then came this big bomb on Sunday last week, exactly a week today, to the surprise of everybody. They scared. And I can tell you, we are pursuing that very vigorously. There are several leads to this. Whether this was an orchestrated and pinpoint attack, there are all kinds of theories as to why and how that happened. But we are pursuing these people, and I can bet you it won't be too long before we pin them down, so to speak. And that is the key thing that we have been able to achieve. We're not relenting 1 minute, 24/7. The operations are ongoing. Even yesterday, very massive operations went on in some parts. Many communities are now having their New Yam festivals, the thing that wasn't possible in the past. Even communities having their festivals come back, taking back their communities, and so on and so forth. And millions of events on Saturday here. We had the youth Anambra Fashion Expo taking place. We've had high-profile visits and events, the stadium, and so on and so forth. 2 weeks ago, we hosted the Cardinal from a week or so ago. We hosted the Cardinals. The new Cardinal, and all the Catholic bishops in Nigeria were in Anambra. Literally shut down the state, and so on and so forth. Those kind of things are quite rare now. But, it won't disappear overnight.
You can imagine achievement. Just listen to the achievement of SOLUDO. The achievement of SOLUDO is that he hosted cardinals from all over Nigeria in Anambra. And they hosted, everything went well, and it's an achievement because according to him, that kind of thing is not possible anymore in Nigeria because everywhere is under siege by Fulani. So you cannot actually host that kind of event. It's an achievement. It has become an achievement for SOLUDO to host cardinals. He is now listing it as part of the achievement. Did you not hear that? That is how degenerated the system has become. That SOLUDO is now telling you achievement is hosting cardinals without them being attacked. And it has entered the book of achievement. And one thing SOLUDO don't know is that one of the biggest propeller of insecurity is drugs. One of the biggest factor that aid insecurity in society is drugs. Drugs. In a society that you have, movement of drugs, where drugs are moving freely, you can never have peace there. So the insecurity this man is talking about that I have reduced in Anambra has to do with the fact that we fought Mkurumiri, we fought the drug of this crystal. And it is the autopilot. At the heat of autopilot, we fought the crystal drug that almost destroyed Biafra land. So immediately we won the war on that crystal drug, the insecurity reduced. But SOLUDO, I don't know the kind of education, the professor he is, whether it is just a school professor as in, I do not know whether he actually have knowledge. Because education is different from knowledge. SOLUDO don't have knowledge of things. Yes, the crystalline amphetamine. It is called Impurumini. Impurumini is the crystal. SOLUDO don't have knowledge about things. For you to be good leader, especially in a very, very dangerous diversity like Nigeria, you need to be very knowledgeable about everything. Or in fact, you need to be knowledgeable about even things that doesn't exist for you to manage that kind of Nigeria system. It does not matter whether you are in the north or south. For you to be a good leader in Nigeria, you need to know many things, even know those that doesn't exist. So SOLUDO is not a knowledgeable person. Because if he's a knowledgeable person, he will know that it is not his gun. It is not his security, it is not his Anambra vigilante that stopped the insecurity in Anambra, because they contribute to the insecurity. I have just shown you a report where where 4 of them were arrested for kidnapping. Many of them are doing the same crime. It was the IPOB autopilot that fought this drug in Anambra State that now gave birth to what this man is explaining now. Without that, you can never have anything to talk about, because people will continue to be under the influence of drug, and they will continue to commit crime. We fought it. We gave people order to fight, and it was like, oh my goodness. And God used a lot of people in Biafra land to fight against Ngurumiri. So SOLUDO should acknowledge this, that it is not this his DSS, police, army, this, army, that stop the insecurity. It is not all those people he go and start destroying their camp or whatever that is making the insecurity to reduce. No. He might destroy their camps, but he didn't kill them. He may destroy their camps, they are still there. Did you kill them? If they are criminals, you will still see the insecurity. Destroying their camp, you didn't kill them. You didn't neutralize them. You didn't collect their guns. Okay? So if they are the one, making the insecurity, they still have their guns. But they don't even care. Upon the fact that you kill them, they don't even care, because they have target. The target is Biafra. The target is that if you are the one, SOLUDO, who is going to stop Biafra from coming in 2023, we will come for you. It is going to be a very brutal revolution. We will come for you. But it is not now. You are not a threat to us, even though you are a threat. We have our target. Just come 2023 and talk that you are against Biafra. Say that you are going to stop Biafra from coming in 2023 and leave the rest. When we are going to start this particular liberation of Biafra, come, SOLUDO, come and be giving speech as a Nigeria governor in Biafra land, and you are going to see water. I am telling you the fact. This is not a threat. It is something that is going to happen. If you think that you are a man and you are going to stop the freedom of Biafra in 2023, when the liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will start, SOLUDO, start giving statement that you are fighting for Nigeria in Anambra State. Then we will know that you are a man. So I am just telling SOLUDO that those people you are chasing are not criminals. You didn't kill them. They are still there. They have their gun, yet they have not come to attack you, because you are not the person they are looking for. They are guiding our forest against Fulani invasion, against foreign terrorists that this man is talking about.
We did it in 2004, and we're going to do it again.
Yes, let me find out this from you. You don't have what you call the Benesi Livestock Guard, which is to implement the open grazing prohibition law. What is the job description of these guards?
We already have that now, and they are implementing it. We have prosecuted and already convicted over 400 Fulani herdsmen who have besieged the state. We have impounded over 25,000 heads of cattle. Those who pay fine, we release it to them. And those who did not pay, we were able to auction those cattle. That is what the law says. And so this is another phase of ensuring that we secure our land. We are ready to go with them. I'm ready to go to war with those people who have volunteered. These people are not going to be paid. Those volunteer guards, they are community people who are farmers, who are civil servants, who are traders, who have decided that, look, enough is enough. We cannot continue. We must secure our land. And so I want to assure you that I'm involved, my government is involved, and everybody in Benue State is involved. And that is why you see all the traditional rulers here, all the stakeholders in Benue State, the civil servants are here today. And we are ready to wage war against this evil that is coming against.
And again, I am just saddened because this update from Barrister Ejiofor that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is seriously ill, suffers from intestinal disorder. This is the problem. Why we are fighting for our leader to be released, calling the world attention. Those who call themselves the wife, or I don't know, the people that claim that they are the only Biafra, they are the legitimate Biafrans. I was even told that she called me computer and the phone freedom fighter. I do not know whether that is true. Okay? Somebody told me that she called Simon Ekpa computer and the phone freedom fighters. That was funny. Did she actually say that? I want to know. Did she actually say that? Did she actually say that Simon Ekpa is a computer and phone freedom fighter? So, I believe that we are going to cross this bridge. We are going to cross this bridge. If she actually said that. Now let us listen to SOLUDO.
It took years for them to take root, to build about 15 camps all over especially the 8 local governments that were imperiled. Probably not going to disappear 100% in 3 months or in 6 months. But we are unrelenting. We are putting in everything. We are determined that Anambra, regardless of what else happens.
Yes, Emeka Nganyade, you are right. And that's why I'm asking. Because a lot of things, these things have been flying, It has been flying everywhere. So do you hear me shout? You hear me asking? Did I, you have to just listen the way I'm saying it. I said, did she actually say that? So which means I am also doubting it. But I'm just telling you that it is all over social media that she said that Simon Ekpa is telephone and computer freedom fighter. So, and the thing is that, it is very difficult to live when you talk about the illness of our leader and the way she came to say, that she's better than us, he's better than us and all that. With all the things we have been doing all this while, it's no matter how you want to be, no matter how you want to ignore it, we are all human beings. You have to, as time goes on, we're going to forget everything about her and move on. But But it's just very sad that our leader is sick. And one thing that is really people should start to ponder upon is the way these people have the mind to start creating also Nzama security outfit. So what is giving them the mind? What is giving them the mind to start creating Nzama security outfit? Now, what is really giving them the mind to fight against Biafra openly? You know, sometimes I think, you know, a lot of things will begin to add up. Because sometimes, you know, that is different when when they are fighting like this, you know, Koni way. So what is giving them the impetus to openly start fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family, openly start fighting, you know, the ESN openly, not like they are hiding it. Openly start fighting the siblings, openly start fighting everybody, openly start fighting creating another security outfit openly. What is giving these people this impetus? There is one man in Nigeria who is fighting tooth and nail against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that person's name is Ikechukwu Ugwuoha. This man is the one who is engineering everything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including the Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait, including this security outfit for SOLUDO, including this Unso Nzama. He is the one engineering all of them. They call him the Biafra land coordinator. What is the name again? Is it the Ikechukwu Ugwuoha or what? He is the one who goes from one juju to another. He is the one who killed cow and burn the cow in the street for the juju to be working. And I hope that man have not sent anybody to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want to make this comment here today and let it be on record, because everybody knows who have gone to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who have taken message or something to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the name of visiting him. I hope this Ikechukwu Ugwuoha have not sent anybody to go to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because the point is that when I listen to, you know, sometimes we just keep quiet. When I listen to, the man in Germany, the in-law of our leader in Germany, you know, he is focusing somewhere. He's focusing somewhere. That's not where the problem is. You know, that's not where the problem is. Those people, the in-law in Germany is focusing on, have somebody they are actually working for. You don't know. The people you are calling their names are working for somebody who is in Biafra land. And that person is Ikechukwu Ugwuoha. Ikechukwu Ugwuoha is the brain behind all the sabotage against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and mark it today. And I just remembered him in this broadcast. But I will leave it. I will leave it for now. Now let us listen.
Where is Nigeria? We are determined to make an safe, secure for the citizens, for the residents, and for business.
So one of my question, and perhaps this comes from the questions on the minds of a lot of people, who the real identities of the perpetrators of these attacks in the South is not only in your state, they're popularly tagged the unknown gunmen. And some people have argued that they are known actually. In fact, some people say some of them are locals. Have you been able to unveil, have you been able to identify, are these criminals, are they agitators? Who are these guys? What do they want?
They are playing criminals. Full stop. No.
Did you hear that? They are playing criminals. Full stop. Nothing else.
Nothing else. Of course, there are some people who now hide under this, a bunch of these criminals hide under the cloak of agitation and so on. But IPOB has repeatedly distanced itself from the criminals.
Are you hearing it? From the criminals. How did SOLUDO know who is criminal and who is not a criminal? How did SOLUDO knows who? You see, when they say IPOB distances themselves, it means that they are not in charge and in control of the Eastern Security Network. So the Eastern Security Network, because they are not in charge of the Eastern Security Network, they told SOLUDO, we are no longer in charge of the Eastern Security Network, so because they are no longer under our control. And so therefore, SOLUDO, we are distancing ourselves. We have asked them to stop agitating for Biafra, they refuse. We have asked them to stop defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legacy, they refused. We have asked them to stop listening to Simon Ekpa, they refused. For that reason, SOLUDO, they are all criminals. That is what they are telling SOLUDO. SOLUDO told you already, they work with them. So, and what did they do? They decided to create Nzama security outfit, who will now legitimately go and start pointing fingers to ESN. They are now working. 20 persons have been sent to SOLUDO 2 nights ago. And you know that one of their camp, do you know that one of their camp, is very close to a police station. These people you see that paraded themselves in Zama Security Network, their camp is close to police station. Are you people aware of that? No, you will not know now. Ask yourself, why did they go and have camp at the back of the police station? At the back of the police station, that is where the camp is. When I was telling them, or the one in Ohofia, they thought we just, sometimes we just watch and see what they are going to do before we come out. The main camp is at the back of the police station. I don't need to tell you where they, but they know that when I say back of the police station, they know what I'm talking about. So how, so now they are now creating, and what they do is that, 72 hours of training, they will now share 20% go to Anambra, 20% go to Imo State, 15% go to Enugu, 15% go to Ebonyi. And they are going to be now sharing them with Ebubago to be pointing a hand at IPOB, Eastern Security Network, and their camps. That is what these people you see that you see on, that is their job. Oh. Their job with the 100,000 they promise them every month. Their job is to go to start pointing finger at where they think is the camp of the ESN. Against Biafra coming next year. All these things is to begin to attack the Eastern Security Network, against Biafra coming next year. That's all. When you hear some of them say, instead Simon Ekpa will get Biafra, Biafra, let the Biafra no come. This is exactly what they mean. When some people say, Eastern Samonaka will get Biafra, let them scatter everything. This is it, what they are doing. But you know one thing, they don't know how prepared we are. We are going to shock them. Because all these things that they are doing now is something we know already, that they are going to do it. And with something we know that they are doing it, and we prepared for them. So we will give you this side and deal with you this side. That is what we're going to do. And that is what we're going to do them. So come to those camps and point the hand. Come and point where you know. Those camps that some of you know. Some of them they are not in Anambra. 20 of them are in Anambra. 20 are in Imo State. 15 are in Enugu State. Those people that they believe that know some people in Enugu State or know some places in Enugu State, they share them like that. And their job is to go and point fingers at where they think ESN have camp. And their salary is 100,000 every month. These are the people that are, the demonic people that have come to destroy Biafra. But for the fact that we have these intels shows that they have actually failed. Because the only way they can succeed is when we don't have the intel. But we have the intel. I will be waiting for them. Let us continue.
These criminals and so on and so forth, they're kidnappers and just mere plain criminal, lucrative criminality and idolatry. These are the two things that they.
You say they are kidnappers and idolatry. you know what is idolatry, like raping and all that. You see, one thing is that SOLUDO, like I have said, during this program, the people that are doing kidnapping are your Anambra Vigilante group. And I have just shown you the commander that they arrested and with 3 other people for kidnapping and for ransom. So SOLUDO should channel his anger to his own Anambra Vigilante group. And till today, SOLUDO didn't make comment on the arrested Anambra Vigilante commander. I have not seen where he made comment about him, either condemning him or either exonerating him or either correcting him and his group. I have never seen SOLUDO to make comment that his own security group, AVG, commander was arrested for kidnapping. Yet, SOLUDO have the impetus and the moral justification to talk against ESN. Now, listen to what makes ESN criminal according to SOLUDO.
Congress. Yeah, Anambra is, well, without a doubt, the richest state in the southeast. So this is the place where kidnapping has the highest value. So you have the highest concentration here. If you have an Al-Qaeda rider who goes into the bush, learns how to shoot, and becomes part of a criminal gang, they kidnap someone and they make millions. Because it's not easy to convince him to want to go back tomorrow.
Yes, thank you very much. Worshipping the false god. Yeah.
So he's Al-Qaeda or, vulcanized or driving a keke and all that kind of thing. But we are decimating them. Well, we approach it with a carrot and stick. So I say they are not unknown gunmen. They are unknown to the extent that maybe they are not caught immediately at the act. But I can tell you, we've been catching quite a lot of them. And they know that something is happening, that Anambra is not safe for them. Never again.
So, these people that you have caught, are they locals? Are they people who are coming into the state, or they are locals, they're from Anambra state, those who have turned criminal, Anambrans who have turned criminals?
Let me be clear about it. 100% of all the people that we have caught are Igbos. 100%. There's no one, the hoax about somebody invading from somewhere and so on. It's all hoax.
Did you hear that? he said that every person they caught are Igbos. That there is nobody, no hoas, if that somebody is invading from somewhere. So SOLUDO is now telling you that Fulani invasion is not real. And of course, thank you very much for that idolatry. Yes, it's not adultery, but idolatry. So it's the worship of God. I misheard him. I didn't hear him very well. I was adultery. So yes, the worship of false God and all that idol. So the point is that SOLUDO did not believe. Of course, he believes, but his job is to come for the image making of the Fulani Caliphate. His job in Anambra State is the image making of the Fulanis, and is doing the job very well. So now he has finally, pushed the nail in the head that all these wars of invasion and is just complete false. That the people that are killing and butchering our people is not true. That those who killed in Enugu State is not true. That those killing in Ebonyi State is not true. That those killing in other part is not, there is nothing like invasion. He made it very clear there is nothing like invasion of anything. And because he have agreed there is nothing like invasion, those criminals that were expelled from IPOB, who is working now with SOLUDO, also believe that there is no invasion. Also believe there is nothing like Fulani. I am telling you people the fact that before you to work with somebody, you must be in agreement. For them to work with SOLUDO, they are in agreement with SOLUDO's ideology and the principle, which is that there is nothing like Fulani invading, there is nothing like Fulanization, there is nothing like that. That is the belief of SOLUDO. For you to work with SOLUDO in this, from this, in this particular case, you have to agree that there is nothing like Fulani. And that is what the criminals we have expelled in IPOB. And that is why they are struggling to destroy Eastern Security Network. Because they have collected money. They have soiled their hand in this dirty business of politics. Who knows what they promised them? Who knows the kind of things they promised them? Who knows what exactly have they promised these people? Because it can't be just because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. It cannot be that. What did they promise these people?
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they'll buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. Not in a you cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not if you know about the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. The next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook, they can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move. This very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And
it's 100% Igbos on Igbos. That's the first point. Second is that quite of them, Anambra is, like I said, receives disproportionate share of influx of people from other southeast states and other parts of Nigeria in the southeast. And so, at the initial stage when we started, in fact, the first set of people we got were 100% Igbos from other southeast states and none from Anambra. But as we went on, we then discovered that a whole lot of the youths who have been taken to these bushes got indoctrinated and got initiated into all kinds of things, happen also to be citizens of Anambra State or indigenous of Anambra State. And we're dealing with all of this. For us, it's from Anambra or it's not from Anambra. Anybody in a camp, anybody in the bush, we're gone. We treat as a criminal. There's no other objective. You can't.
Did you all hear that? So SOLUDO have declared Biafra agitators criminals. He said it. So I want you people to know that SOLUDO knows very well that ESN are not criminals, but he just decided to brand them criminal. SOLUDO know that ESN don't engage in kidnapping. He just said it himself that the only criteria that he is using to say they are criminals is because they are in the bush and they have gone. And we are telling him that we are going to continue to have gone. And we are telling him that Biafrans will continue to have more men and will continue to do it until Biafra will be restored in 2023. And I am happy that he have laid down this criteria, how he arrived at the criminals. People, can you hear the man that have come to destroy Biafra? He said, upon the fact that he knows the reason why the ESN were formed, he said that his own is that anybody in the bush and you have gone, you are a criminal. Now listen.
Can be in any bush or in any camp in Anambra with a gun. How do you eat? How do you feed? How do you feed 1 month, 2 months, 6 months in the camp or in the bush? You must be involved in criminality.
You see, SOLUDO say the reason why he is calling them criminal is how do they eat? 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. That you must be a criminal. And we are telling SOLUDO, we feed them. And I said, the approximate amount we are using to feed Eastern Security Network every month is $50,000. Is it a small money? Approximately $50,000 every month. When they have to get, if they begin to get the exact feeding, according to our calculation and according to the data we have generated for them. $50,000 every month. That will tell you the amount, what we are talking about. And this number, this amount is going to increase very soon. Because, you know, it is going to increase very, very soon. So tell SOLUDO, he should not try to call us criminal again. Because we are fighting for the liberation of Biafra. And we are feeding them. That is why we are doing fundraising every month. Now we are doing fundraising twice and even 3 times. To make sure we maintain them. It is not even enough. And that is why we are always shouting for contribution, fundraising, because people don't know how much that is going every month from autopilot IPOB. For the upkeep, that is not medical. That is not those who will forcico. That is not granoto. That is, you know, I'm just telling you, only feeding alone. So if SOLUDO is wondering, oh, how did they feed 6 months? There must be criminals. No, we feed them. We raise money to feed them. And I have given an estimate of how much we feed them every month. And I said $50,000. Go and convert it to Naira. And you know how much it gives you to feed it. So, you know, and when you hear the reason why SOLUDO called them criminal, you find out that he just came to fight Biafra. And of course, these criminals are helping him to do that. I know that when they hear 50,000, because, you know, they never do that before. They never cared for ESN before, in the first place. We are doing that now. And that is why everything have changed. We are feeding them to make sure they protect our land against Fulanis. That is why the attack is not like that in Biafra land. But any day Fulani find out that they have destroyed ESN, you are going to see attack. You will never go to farm again. They are going to come again with force. Any day the Fulani found out that they have destroyed ESN, you will never go to farm again. That is what SOLUDO want to do. And by then, SOLUDO, just like every other handicapped governor, can't create a security to go and fight Fulani. He don't have that balls to do that. So we are not going to allow SOLUDO to slander our name in vain. If he call us criminal again, Ayabapelia movie. Ayabapelu SOLUDO movie. So the Biafra liberation will start from Anambra. Any day SOLUDO call us criminals again. Please, Biafra people, continue to search for SOLUDO's video. Let SOLUDO come and call us criminals again. We will start the liberation of Biafra from Anambra. Even before the year end. Let him come again and call us criminals. We have given him instances of how we help him to fight crime in Anambra. And it's on record. We have also answered the question of how did they feed? Because that is the reason why he called them criminals. SOLUDO is asking how do they feed 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, that they must be criminals. And we are telling SOLUDO, we feed them. We contribute money, we raise money every month, twice, 3 times to feed them. And their feeding is about $50,000 every month. So if he calls us criminals again, we will open movie from Anambra. Let this video go to SOLUDO. And on this note, we are going to go to Twitter. If you look at what I have posted, for those of you watching, through YouTube, I have posted a link. And so we are going to go to Twitter now. And what we want to do is to see that we have, in YouTube alone, we have 3,000 people watching in YouTube alone. I know that not all of you have Twitter. So at this point, we have only 2,000 retweet of this video from Imo State. So we are going to now do something with the remaining time we have. The next 20 minutes, we want to see the number of the retweet to rise. The idea is, as we continue to call the attention of the United Nations and bombardment state. For that, we go to Twitter, or we can begin to retweet and see that the number rises as the case may be. So let us go there. And I have posted the link. So I'm going to go to the number is now 2,218. 2,218. You know, the video 2,218. As you can see, this is the tweet. 2,218. So we are going on 2,220. We want you to go and retweet. And retweet, one moment. Here we go. Click the link I just posted now and go to Twitter. Let us see. At least let us see if we can hit, for those of you who have Twitter. I don't know how many of you have Twitter here. I have about 50-something thousand followers on Twitter. And it is something that is really very, very discouraging that we have 50-something thousand people on Twitter. And when we tweet something very important for Biafra, when we tweet something very important for Biafra, and we'll be having 1,000 retweet or retweet. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. So let us go there. Let us go to Twitter. I don't know who. Thank you very much. We will give SOLUDO water. If he calls us criminal again, he cannot leave object and be pursuing shadow. Exactly. Let him call us criminal again. We will open movie from we will open the deliberation will start from Anambra. This is not a joke. It's going to happen. So if you look at this video from Imo State, you'll find out that we have 12,000 views. This is just witchcrafting. 12,000 views on this video, and you have only 2,200 retweets. So who are these 12,000 views? Who are these 12,000 views? You know, it is very important. If you are fighting for Biafra, bring out your mind and fight for Biafra. Do not give the enemies and the Nigeria state the opportunity to talk down us. We cannot be having 50,000 people on Twitter, and then when we tweet something very significant in this struggle, you are going to be having only a retweet of 500, a retweet of 2,000 or 1,000. You know, the reason why this particular tweet has generated 2,000 something is because I announced it the other day. It is not supposed to be so. Twitter is one of the most important platform where you connect to the world, especially the world powers and all that. So we must make use of Twitter. Very, very important. So this evening, we want to see the number of this retweet to rise at least. We target at least, let us see if we can get up to 3,000 something. And then tomorrow I will come again. We are going to have it. You know, we need to see at least retweet 3,000 times. Make sure that all the people that the organization that I tagged, that they were part of your retweet. Just retweet. Let us see if we can hit 3,000. Very, very important. Very, very important. The link is there on the comment section. Follow it and go and retweet. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. We have 2,255, 57, 58, 200, 2,258. The number should be going up, pop. That's what I want to, what we should be doing is that the number should be going up like pam, As I announce this thing now, you should go like this, up, so that the UN will hear the sound. Whoever that is handling the account of the UN, the sound and the sound of the retweet, let them see what the people are doing. Let them see what those who call themselves leaders are doing in Biafra land. We need to see the number going up. The number is going up, of course. Let us continue. The number is going up. We have 2,262. Let us try to hit 3,000 at least. And normally, we don't need to be having this, a special program for this. But it has become necessary. It has become necessary. Yes, that is the problem. Somebody is saying that the retweet should be like 10K by now. No, as you can see it, only 2,000 retweet. Even when some people will post or will tweet a stupid thing, you will see some people retweeting it. You will see them have even 10,000, 20,000 retweet and all that. But now it is time for you to retweet without payment. Nobody is asking you to pay. Just use your own Twitter account and retweet, and let us hit 10K. And the whole Biafra, we are going to, the same thing happened to our change.org petition. To sign it, all this jealousy and greedy people. It was then I didn't even know what was going on. All of you remember when I wrote a petition for Nigeria disintegration. and you're expecting the people who say they are fighting for Biafra to sign a petition. It is now that I come to understand what was going on. So, to them is that why they are not going to sign petition from Simon Ekpa, so that it will not make any name. Jesus Christ. It is now that I begin to know what was going on. After filing a very good petition, that needed just 100,000 signatures. These people, I posted it, made video on it, and they refused to sign it. This signature, we did not generate up to 100,000. And these are the people who were fighting for Biafra. They're all ignored signing it. Every day we make brokers to, at the end of the day, I don't know how many thousand people signed that petition at the end of the day. But even as that time, I have almost 500,000 followers on Facebook before they closed the page. Yet, we couldn't get up to 100,000 signatures. Even till now, I think the petition is still there. So it is something that everybody must work on themselves. It is not just coming to make brokers. Whenever we do something that could add something to this struggle, you have to be part of it. You have to do something so that we can be moving forward. We have 2,289. I don't know whether everybody. I know that a lot of people are not using Twitter. I know that, but at least I still have something thousand followers on Twitter. They are not robots. they are not robots. That I show you. So 2,091, 291, 2,991. We're gonna end the broadcast in the next 4 minutes. In the next 4 minutes, so that we can see. But tomorrow we are going to have. It's now 2,400. Okay. Well, I need to refresh. Tomorrow we are going to have. A star. They are not robots. Tomorrow we are going to have a program on this. Make sure that where did the person see this thing? You see, it is now 12.4K, 1,400 people watched it, but only 2,000 people read. Why is it that? Why is it that 12,400 people watched it? Was posted yesterday, and now I don't know which one they are. Which one they are saying it is 2,000. Because I posted it twice. Let me see where to see whether the one saying it is 2,400. Go in there. Moment. Here we go. Still is something. 2,304. We need to really work on this tweet. We need to work on tweet. Very, very important. We need to work on tweet. That's why I'm asking the canny. Okay, somebody say I should pin it on top. Yes, I think I will do that. Let me pin it on top. One moment. Somebody say I should pin it on top. Yep. Here we go.
into your profile. All right. So I'll pin it now. And I believe that, yes. Okay, 2,409. How come it is giving me a different distance here? Okay. All right, it's 2,400. 2,400. And we'll pin it on top. Here we go. 2,500. Good going. Good going. Let us go there. 500. Go and retweet. Only thing you need to pin it on top of my tab. Go. Let us hit 3,000. Very important. We still have a lot of people here. Please leave YouTube and go to Twitter and retweet. Very important. We are moving. We are making progress. We are making progress. We are making progress. We are making progress. Very, very important. Very, very important. Tomorrow we will come here and we will do it again. Honestly, it is very important. It's very important. We need to let the thing ring a bell, you know, so that they will come and be asking what is going on, what is going on. They must see it, whether they like it or not. We need the petition too. We are ready to sign it. All right. We have to dig out the petition then. All right. We are moving. We are moving. We are moving. Okay. We have 2,530. 2,530. 32. 34. I've added another minute. It's going to stop at 2 hours 15 minutes. 2 hours 15 minutes. All of you are still here. You go to your Twitter and retweet. 2,540. 2,540. 2,500. 2,540. 2,544. 2,544. 244. 244. 2,554. 554. Go. If you don't have Twitter account, of course, You can create one, but no, you can still go and create one. Important, it is very easy to create and just be following. Those who have followed us, those 54,000 people who followed us should be able to retweet. But tomorrow we are going to come very early. No, this is late. Tomorrow I will be here 7 p.m. Biafra time, and we are going to focus on this retweet, tweet and retweet and retweet and all that. We are going to make sure they see the video of Imo State bombing, whether they like it or not. They are going to see it. Keep hitting the like button, keep hitting the retweet. Very, very important. And then also, those of you who were asked, this our media person. Our media person, I'm gonna share his YouTube. I'm gonna share his YouTube. Please go and follow him. Go and follow. We are going to make sure that Biafran understand the importance of tweet. So we are going to bring few days to make program on Twitter. It's very important. Follow this link I posted now on YouTube, and subscribe to our the musician who have been singing and promoting Biafra. Please, very important. He need supporters as well. The YouTube I am posting now is the YouTube of the Biafra musician who has been singing and making sure that we enjoy ourselves with the music. So go and subscribe to his, and then also support him. Important, very important. Subscribe to his channel and support him. He is the one who have been singing all this music you are hearing. He has only 165 subscribers. Go and subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna post the link to his channel as well. The number is rising as well. He has 177 subscribers now. Go and subscribe to him, please. Very important. He has all the music he has made for Autopilot so far. They are there. He is doing very, very wonderful job, making sure that we are in the spirit. Go subscribe. Support him by hand. Tomorrow we are going to have the same program like this. I have 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go. What do we have on Twitter? We have 2,597. 2,597. I know that a lot of you here don't have Twitter account. It's a big challenge. A lot of you here don't have Twitter account. It's a big challenge. The petition will come. I will go and dig. I will dig out the petition maybe tomorrow or so. I will dig out the petition tomorrow. I think yesterday I received email about the petition. 2,600 and counting. Good job. Twitter is different. Twitter is not like every other. Right. Somebody said no sound. There is sound. I'm not talking. We have more than one Twitter and tweet Mazi and tweet daily. Yes, that is possible. Very, very important. This Twitter is the game changer. We have 600 and tomorrow we are going to come here. Everybody should go and create Twitter. But the point now is that, it is not just about people creating Twitter account. Those who have created, they are not using it. Just like we said, I have about 54,000 people, but of them, they are not active. I don't know whether there is a group of companies still envying why is Simon Ekpa. So go and retweet. If we stop, we'll continue tomorrow. We have 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. It's 2,612. 2,612. 614. 2,614. Good going, good going. Considering his Twitter, good going. We are going to make sure that, before the end of this month, we are going to have intensive Twitter. Intensive tweeting, intensive one. By the time we do this like 2 or 3 times, because anytime we do something that is very important, that we tag this UN order or Department of State or the UK 10 Downing Street or that, we need to see go up like this. That is the only time you call the attention of the people we are tagging. Very, very important. But if it is just 1,500, this, they don't pay attention to it. They don't pay attention. So I should refresh. Going to say there. Somebody is asking, Onye Maichi Meche, what are we going to say there? Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just retweet. Okay? There is 2. I'm going to take a lesson. I'm going to, have a lesson on this. When you go to retweet, you just click on the retweet. You see quote, retweet without quote. Just retweet without quote. You don't need to quote anything. It's very easy. Just click bam, retweet. It will show you retweet with quote, retweet without quote. Just without quote. You don't need to quote anything. Just retweet. As simple as that. Like, of course, like and retweet. Yes. Like and retweet. Very important. Like and retweet. We have 2,625. We have 1 minute to go. Yes, I will show a sample when I come, and you know I'm using this. I'm using like computer. So yes, the Buhari visit to UN. I have said that people in the US can stage a protest. Very, very important. They can stage a protest at the UN, just like they did last time. You remember that last year there was a protest at the UN against the Buhari. So where they bought Nigeria, they hired people, they paid them to come and start wearing Nigeria flag and all that. So Biafrans in US and the Duduwa in US can actually do that again. And here we go. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless our Umada and their husband. May God bless our media warriors. And may God bless all autopilot IPOB all over the world. May God bless all of you. And may God bless me too. From here, from me, is good.
Vous avez déjà vu un Islandais manger une gaufre à 11h du matin sur son bateau de pêche? Bon ça. Bah non, bien sûr. Parce qu'en Islande, ils prennent Arlaskir au petit déjeuner. Oh. Un yaourt riche en protéines pour tenir le coup jusqu'à midi. Très bon ça. Alors commencez la journée à l'islandaise avec Arlaskir.
Let me go to the governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles SOLUDO, who is joining us virtually from Awka, the Anambra State capital. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Professor Charles SOLUDO, for joining us tonight. Interestingly, it's your 6th month in office, and your SOLUDO solutions. How is that going in the last 6 months?
Thank you very much, Shane, and thank you for having me. It's really a great pleasure to be on. Well, 6 months down the road, I will say that first to say that I applied for the job, and so far, no surprises, no complaints. Anambra, we're moving, the SOLUDO solution is moving according to plan. And we've spent the last 6 months tackling what I might describe as the foundational issues, the core foundational issues along the 5 key pillars of our agenda, be it in the area of security, law and order, be it in the area of economic transformation towards having an industrial technology leisure hub, or our social agenda, as well as the one on governance and having greater transparency and prudence in fiscal management and bringing back, reorienting our value system. And then the 5th, obviously, is on the environment, having towards a clean, green, and more planned and sustainable cities, communities, and markets. Along these lines, we have been, like I said, dealing with the foundational issues. Of course, every Nigerian knows that we came into office at a very turbulent time in the area of security, with about 8 local governments in Anambra State literally taken over by the criminals in more than 15 camps, and as the case may be, and held the state hostage. Everybody knew, even during the campaigns, most of us couldn't even campaign freely in much of the South Senatorial zone. But we've come very determined with a plan, carrot and stick, engagement. And I must commend the people of Anambra State, all the stakeholders, the security forces, the police, the army, the navy, the civil defense, vigilante, and then the people themselves for their massive cooperation and partnership in dealing with that. Then in the area of economic transformation, we've been trying to put together the key enablers. Security, of course, is number 1. Second is dealing with the issue of electricity. We now have a an electricity master plan. working with the EEDC and other stakeholders and potential providers of embedded and power to be able to secure 24/7 electricity in at least some of the key, the 4 major cities, as well as industrial parks. Of course, in the area of transportation. Yesterday, when I marked the 6th month in office, I marked it by flagging off about 60.4 kilometers of roads around 3 geopolitical zones, bringing to a total of about 80 kilometers of roads, strategic economic roads that are of strategic importance. And we are on course within the next 2 months to completing it to at least 220 kilometers of roads around the state. Very strategic economic roads that will ease traffic, ease the cost of doing business, and ease traffic. Anambra has the 2nd highest traffic jam after Lagos, highest population density, but we're determined to deal with the transport logjam. And of course, having a clean and green place, urban regeneration agenda, the silting, the waterways, and cleaning the silting, our drainages, and cleaning the place, and tackling waste management, and so on and so forth. You know, metronizing our Made in Anambra agenda. On our social agenda, we're on course now to recruit about 4,000 to 5,000 teachers, recruiting doctors and nurses for our hospitals as well. We want to end the era of schools without teachers or hospitals without doctors and nurses, as the case may be. On governance, we're putting foundational issues in the area of fiscal prudence, strict fiscal prudence, managing resources, doing more with less, and then getting on to issue of transparency in terms of fiscal accountability, dealing with the issue of technology everywhere and everything technology. As the case may be, our internally generated revenue is now being powered almost 100% by technology, as the case may be, and we're gradually inching up with a very high expectation in terms of target, as the case may be. On environment, of course, we have regenerative agriculture, and so on. On environment, where, like I said, we're cleaning the place, greening it. Environment is our number one after security existential threat. Anambra is the erosion capital of the country, and we're working very hard to clean it and tackle this head on, planting our cities, getting we launched planting 1 million trees per annum. Our agriculture, we're also planting our coconut and palm revolution to help with the green economy and get our environment rejuvenated, and of course dealing with the erosion menace and so on and so forth. Of course, the agenda is quite huge. I can't probably in this.
All right. Prof, could you please slash back a bit? It seems that your frame is not very harm. So if you could just move back away from your device a bit so that we can be able to see your face clearly. We seem not to be able to get your, yeah.
Are you seeing it better?
Oh, perfect. Yeah. You have a lovely hat there, so everything is in right frame. I guess, so let's continue the conversation now. You've spoken about every strata that you have tried to work on based on the agenda you came into office. But it's unfortunate that security is still a bit of a trouble. Flagging off 60-something kilometer of roads just in 6 months of getting to office, and you have said how long this
about
road?
80.
Okay, great.
80 actually, not 60 yesterday.
60 yesterday, good, yeah. So, and you've given a timeline in which you're going to deliver these roads as you're in office. But without security, I mean, some of these things are still going to be, they won't be effectively utilized. Now, just a few days ago, a senator in Anambra State was attacked, Senator Elfan. Who are these unknown gunmen? Have you identified them?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for that. Let me make the point again. I repeated it. I said it before. Given where things were when we came, we're not saying that Anambra is 100% secured. Of course, there is no crime-free society anywhere in the world. Occasionally, you hear shootings in schools and so on in America or in malls and so on and so forth. And but everybody in Anambra, the 8.5 million residents of Anambra, can testify to you that insecurity in Anambra has come down to the barest minimum. At least in the last 3 months or so, such kind of things that used to be, even albeit daily occurrence, just come almost to a screeching halt. You would occasionally, like I said, 15 camps here decimated. Even yesterday, some other places they were gathering, decimated, who degraded the infrastructure, and I don't think they have the capacity again to come with the kind of ferocity they had in the past. Occasionally, you might have flashes. And I had paid tribute to the gallant security forces and our own Anambra vigilante and the people of Anambra for their massive cooperation. So Anambra has been quiet, relatively peaceful, and we're pursuing this agenda. Compared to many other places in Nigeria, I would dare to say that if we were to have the statistics over the last 3 months, I think Anambra will compare favorably as one of the safest comparatively. But then came this big bomb on Sunday last week, exactly a week today, to the surprise of everybody. This came. And I can tell you we are pursuing that very vigorously. There are several leads to this. Whether this was an orchestrated and pinpoint attack, there are all kinds of theories as to why and how that happened. But we are pursuing these people, and I can bet you it won't be too long before we pin them down, so to speak. And that is the key thing that we have been able to achieve. We're not relenting 1 minute, 24/7. The operations are ongoing. Even yesterday, very massive operations that went on in some parts. Many communities are now having their New Yam festivals, the thing that wasn't possible in the past. Even communities having their festivals come back, taking back their communities, and so on and so forth. And millions of events on Saturday here. We had the Youth Anambra Fashion Expo taking place. We've had high-profile visits and events and the stadium and so on and so forth. 2 weeks ago, we hosted the Cardinal from a week or so ago. We hosted the cardinals. The new cardinal, and all the Catholic bishops in Nigeria were in Anambra. Literally shut down the state, and so on and so forth. Those kind of things are quite rare now. But, it won't disappear overnight. It took years for them to take root, to build about 15 camps all over, especially the 8 local governments that were imperiled. Probably not going to disappear 100% in 3 months or in 6 months. But we are unrelenting. We are putting in everything. We are determined that Anambra, regardless of what else happens anywhere else in Nigeria, we are determined to make Anambra safe, secure for the citizens, for the residents, and for business.
So one of my question, and perhaps this comes from the questions on the minds of a lot of people, who the real identities of the perpetrators of these attacks in the Southeast, not only in your state, they're popularly tagged the unknown gunmen. And some people have argued that they are known, actually. In fact, some people say some of them are locals. Have you been able to unveil, have you been able to identify, are these criminals, are they agitators? Who are these guys? What do they want?
They are plain criminals. Full stop. Nothing else. Of course, there are some people who now hide under this, a bunch of these criminals hide under the cloak of agitation and so on. But IPOB has repeatedly distanced itself from the criminals. These criminals in the camps and so on and so forth, they are kidnappers and just mere plain criminals. It's lucrative criminality and idolatry. These are the two things that they've come with. Anambra is, well, without a doubt, the richest state in the southeast. So this is the place where kidnapping has the highest value. So you have the highest concentration here. If you have an Okada rider who goes into the bush, learns how to shoot, and becomes part of a criminal gang, they kidnap someone and they make millions. Of course, it's not easy to convince him to want to go back tomorrow to his Okada or, vulcanized or driving a keke and all that kind of thing. But we are decimating them. Well, we approached it with a carrot and stick. So I say they are not unknown gunmen. They are unknown to the extent that maybe they are not caught immediately at the act. But I can tell you, we've been catching quite a lot of them. And they know that something is happening, that Anambra is not safe for them. Never again.
So, these people that you have caught, are they locals? Are they people who are coming into the state, or they are locals, they're from Anambra State, those who have turned criminal, Anambrarians who have turned criminals?
Let me be clear about it. 100% of all the people that we have caught are Igbos. 100%. There's no one, the hoax about somebody invading from somewhere and so on. It's all hoax. It's 100% Igbos on Igbos. That's the first point. Second is that there are quite a chunk of them. Of course, Anambra is, like I said, receives disproportionate share of influx of people from other southeast states and other parts of Nigeria in the southeast. And so at the initial stage when we started, in fact, the first set of people we caught were 100% Igbos from other southeast states and none from Anambra.